The Stanley Hotel, a beautiful, historic building hidden deep within the Rocky Mountains of Colorado. It is famous for its grand architecture, and infamous for the restless spirits that roam its halls. This is the story of one guest, who never forgot her night inside its haunted walls. Lisa, a travel vlogger searching for new thrills, arrived at the Stanley Hotel just before sunset. The air was crisp, the mountains were covered in mist. She felt a chill, but told herself it was just the cold air. Room 217, please. I want the full experience. Are you sure, ma'am? Room 217 has a reputation. That's exactly why I'm here. She was escorted to her room. The carpeted hallways stretched long and narrow. The air grew colder with every step. Finally, she reached room 217. The room was old but beautiful. Victorian-style furniture, an ancient chandelier swaying gently, even though the windows were closed. Okay guys, first impressions, this place is definitely spooky. Let's see if the ghosts want to say hello tonight. She unpacked her things and decided to explore the hotel before dark. The grand staircase, the empty ballroom, the long, endless hallways where shadows seemed to move just out of sight. But it wasn't until Lisa entered the music room that the real nightmare began. Is someone playing? A grand piano sat alone in the center of the room. The keys moved, as if invisible hands were dancing across them. Lisa backed away slowly, but the music grew louder. Then, silence. Instant, heavy silence. She turned to leave, and saw, for just a moment, the reflection of a woman in a long black dress, staring back at her from the mirror. No, I didn't see that. It's just my imagination. Heart racing, she ran back to her room. She locked the door, but fear had already moved in with her. At midnight, Lisa was woken by heavy footsteps in the room above. But when she called the front desk, "Ma'am, there's no guest staying in the room above you. That floor is closed for renovations." Her blood turned to ice. She hung up and listened. Now, the footsteps were in her room. "Who's there? Please, stop." The bathroom door creaked open. A shadow moved across the floor, and the lights began to flicker violently. Lisa grabbed her camera and turned it on. Through the small screen, she saw what her eyes could not, a figure standing just behind her. Tall, dark, motionless, screaming, Lisa dropped the camera and bolted for the door. But the knob refused to turn. It felt as if hands were gripping it from the other side. The chandelier above her began to sway violently. The temperature dropped until she could see her breath. "Please, let me go." Then, the door suddenly burst open, and she stumbled into the hallway. Other guests peered out of their rooms, confused and frightened. Lisa fled the hotel that night, never to return. Later, when she reviewed her camera footage, she saw something she would never forget. In every frame where she appeared, there was always a dark shadow standing behind her, watching. The Stanley Hotel still welcomes guests. Some seek adventure, some seek answers, but some find something far more terrifying. And not everyone gets to leave.